More Alive Happy Hour. We're the weekly show that dishes on everything dating, from your craziest dating stories to hilarious games, useful tips, and much, much more. My name is ACA. I'm the founder of this company. It's called S'more. If you like the show Love is Blind on Netflix, you'll love S'more. We're all about getting to know a person before we judge them based on a headshot. And today we have with us a super special guest, Maria Elizondo, all the way from MTV's Double Shot at Love and also other things we'll find out today. Maria, she's also a social media star. If you're not following her on all of her social media channels, you are seriously missing out. Maria, tell us, what have you been doing to stay mentally and physically fit during COVID?
So actually I did the unexpected and added more stress on myself, and I went back to college. And now
wow,
I'm
good for
finishing
you.
up my last year. Yeah, I'm finishing up. Actually, my last semester is coming up, and I'm really excited. I think I should have done this years ago, but it's never too late to finish.
It's never too late to finish, and you actually used your downtime to your advantage because you're going to get a hugely paying job when you finish college, yes?
Let's hope.
Yes, no,
right.
we know it's true. We know it's true. We've been following your relationship and dating life, and we have so many questions to ask you. So many fans have written in asking you very specific, sometimes naughty questions. Hopefully we won't embarrass you too much. But Maria, I want to know, before that, I want to pull back the layers and get to know more about you. So let's play two truths and one lie. Tell us two things about you that are truthful, one that's a lie, and we have to guess what's what.
Okay, so let's see. I've gotten my breasts done. I was the opposite of popular in high school. And for a brief moment, I was a cheerleader.
I mean, I believe all three of those. Those are all realistic things.
Thanks.
Okay, but I don't actually. I think that you were always popular. I don't think that you were never not popular, because you seem to have an infectious personality. So if anyone thought that, then they are crazy. So I think that that's the lie.
No, I was not popular.
What?
I was the exact opposite of popular in high school. I was quite literally a nobody.
Wait, what is wrong with your high school? What was wrong with them?
Nothing. I just think it was I went to a small high school. I was living somewhere else, but my mom wanted me to go to a better high school for a better chance at life. So I went to a different high school, and it was a smaller high school. I think everybody was so integrated. They had PTA moms, and like the PTA moms would all hang out together. And obviously my mom is an immigrant. She never knew English, so she couldn't really participate. And I really do think that a lot of it was like, if family knew each other in that like school in that town, then you kind of had the in. I didn't, unfortunately, so.
Well, you know what? They missed out on you. That is for sure. So, Maria, I want to know, what is your craziest dating story of all time?
My craziest dating story. Okay, so I ended up dating somebody briefly for a few months, who I really, really liked. Super cute, like really, wow. Like I was blown away by this man. Beautiful green eyes. Perfect. So I thought, I didn't realize that getting way past PG-13 that he had a cuckold fetish until it was well into the relationship.
Oh, wait, a what fetish?
A cuckold fetish.
What is that?
A cuckold fetish is, it's basically when you like to see other people have intercourse with your partner.
Oh,
but you're not in it, you're just watching.
Okay.
Right,
yeah,
so I
okay,
didn't know that until it was too late, and I was like, oh, I tried to be open-minded, I really did, I really, really did, but it was very hard to like, I feel like you should have told me that the second date.
Wait, okay, so he on the first date, he told you that his fantasy would be to see you with another guy.
No, he told me that around like the fourth date, which, to be fair, is still pretty early, but I would have rather you tell me the first date, you know?
Yeah, so was that a deal breaker for you?
It was. It really was.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So how did you originally, so you've been on a couple reality shows. How did you first get into reality TV?
So I actually have a whole video on my YouTube if you guys want to go see that, where I explain why I went to do reality TV. But to kind of recap it really quickly, what happened was, at the time that I was 20 years old, turning 21, I was dating somebody way older than me, and I was in love with him. He was a father and all this good stuff, and I ended up being cheated on by him turns out he was cheating on me with multiple women. And in that moment when I found out, I was like, I was ready to devote my life to be a stepmom to your child, and I was only 20 years old. Let me do something that all 21-year-olds are crazy to do. Well, not all, but most, I would assume, secretly want to be on TV. So I was like, let me just try my best to get on TV and do reality TV and try my best to find love. And then the rest was history.
And what was your first reality TV show?
My first reality TV show was Are You the One? I was on season 7 and I got screwed over on that show.
And you're still, okay, we're going to get into this later, but you're still on the hunt.
Yeah, I'm still single.
Okay. So before we get into more of that, I want to know, did you ever think that, going on national TV would actually help you find the one? Did you really truly think that you would find your person on TV?
I'd like to think that more so a realist than I am somebody who daydreams about stuff like that. But yeah, some part of me kind of thought, okay, it's happened. It's rare, but it's happened, especially in Are You the One? Season 1 had Amber and Ethan. Amber, I follow her on Instagram. She has a beautiful family. So I was like, okay, let me not be so closed-minded. Perhaps maybe this, reality TV love life can be something for me. But I was very doubtful. I will say that. And I've always been, but I'm also a very, again, not doubtful person. I'm not negative, but I always have that in the back of my head to not get so excited about things without really understanding if it's going to happen or not.
Okay, now speaking about getting excited, were your parents petrified? Oh my God, my daughter, from immigrant parents is going on TV to find love? Were they into it? Were they not into it? What happened?
So when I went on reality TV, I actually dropped out of college. And college for an immigrant family, for a first-gen student, it's very important. Like, college is like their goal for you. One. They live vicariously through you, right?
Yes.
So my mom was very upset of my decision, but I had a lot of faith in what I wanted to do and who I wanted to be. And I wanted to explore that side of me, which I think, school you can always come back to, which I did. But I feel like opportunities aren't there forever. And I'm very happy with my decision. And my mom now has warmed up to it a lot, and she's very accepting.
Now, how did you get cast on Double Shot at Love? What was that process like?
And
also sidebar to that, did you know what did you know who these bachelors were going to be? Did they tell you in advance?
No. Okay. So I actually got called to be on Double Shot at Love after my whole fiasco with Are You the One? Because I got played on Are You the One? So they were like, hey, listen, I'm sorry that your perfect match was a piece of work and you had a girlfriend, but we have this other show where maybe you can find somebody you might connect with. And I was like, okay. So, me being nosy, I was like, who is it? And they were like, well, we can't really tell you, but once you get into the house, just get to know them for them before making the assumptions of who they are, without meeting them first, which I think was very smart.
Yes.
Because obviously if it's a celebrity dating show and you know the celebrity beforehand, you're going to think about all the stuff they did, research them, and then make your own assumptions.
So you judge them before you know them.
Right, which is not fair to them. So so I took a chance, and even though I was played on TV, I was like, you know what, I'm stupid enough to get played again, so let's do it.
Okay, so what was the process like having cameras on you 24/7? Was it annoying? Did you have any privacy whatsoever? Because you also had a couple sexy moments, you and Vinny on TV, and I was like, that's like verging onto, paid porn. Not really, but kind of.
No, I know. I know. It's like softcore almost.
Yeah, softcore.
It's a little bit weird at first. I think the first time I did it, like TV with cameras, I was very overwhelmed. I cried every day. This was an Are You the One? But after that, I got kind of used to it. And then it takes about, I like to say it takes about 4 days for me to not even realize that the cameras are there, not even realize that even in the bathroom, I'm being watched doing what I have to do.
Yeah. Okay. So what was it like watching yourself back the first time on TV? Did you think, oh my God, what are people going to think of me? Were you nervous? What was your perception of yourself watching yourself back?
I think that in any case where you have to watch something, it's almost like when you make a voice memo or you record yourself talking and you hear it back and you're like, oh, that's what I sound like. It's kind of like that. The first time I was very unprepared would be the best word. I was very unprepared for what I was going to see. But I will say above everything, even though I was scared and I'm always scared to see how I'm going to be portrayed, I am so proud of who I am on TV because there is nothing hidden. There's nobody, like, what you see is what you get with me, and that's something
Yes,
that I stand
yes,
by all
yes,
the time.
yes. Okay, okay, by the way, for those of you who are following Maria and do not know S'more, we're the world's first anti-superficial dating app. So like she was saying that she didn't want to judge these two celebrities without really knowing them. Like you know whatever the press writes, but you really don't know them. That is the whole concept of our app, getting to know the person first. So Maria, in that vein, I want to know, what were your first impressions of Vinny? So now you actually get to see him. Did you know who he was? Had you watched Jersey Shore?
Yeah, so I'm from Jersey, so it's kind of inevitable that I would know exactly
Yes.
who they were. But when Jersey Shore first came out, I was a little bit on the younger side. I think I was in 8th grade, so I wasn't necessarily like very allowed to watch it. I knew
Yes.
of it. But like first impressions when I saw him, he was a very shy guy. I think he was very nervous of being there. I think I would be too if I saw 20 beautiful women competing for me.
Yes.
But I was very drawn to mostly, I don't know, how humble he was, how he came off.
Okay, so his persona to be a little bit overly cocky wasn't what you felt the first time, is what you're saying.
No, I didn't get that at all. I did not get cocky at all.
Interesting. Okay, so also before we get into your relationship life, what is a porn date exactly? I'm confused.
So a porn date is, I think it's kind of sexy. I think it's when you guys hang out and you just watch, different genre. But he shows you one porn, you show him another. You guys mingle,
Yeah.
and kind of just get to know each other sexually without touching each other first. Just knowing what you guys like.
So it's like Netflix and chill, but like really chill.
Yeah, like chill,
Really
like
chill, like super chill.
yeah.
Guys, that's called a porn date. For those of you who are watching that don't know what a porn date is, now you know. You didn't know, but now you know. Okay, I want to know, Maria, what is your relationship status right now?
My relationship status is single, very much not complicated at all. It is what it is, single.
Okay, tell me, why do you think you're single?
I feel like I do choose horribly when it comes to who I date, who I want to date, or
Yeah.
no, because I'm attracted to who I'm attracted to. And sometimes it just means that I'm attracted to really shitty people. But I feel like they also just find me. Like something about me radiates like just douchebag magnet. Come this way.
Okay. So why did your last relationship not work out?
So my last relationship didn't work out. It was mostly a work conflict. So without getting anybody in trouble, he actually worked for the production. So that's a big no-no.
Okay, so he worked for the production of Double Shot at Love. You guys had a fling, and it couldn't be a fling.
Yes. So that's a big no-no. And so
Guys,
that didn't
that's
work
not
out.
fair. That's
It's
not fair.
not, but I understand. It's conflicting, and you don't want it to be messy, but it is what it
Okay,
is.
makes sense to me. Okay, so Maria, I want to know, have you ever seen the show Love is Blind on Netflix? And if so, what are your thoughts on that concept?
Okay, so I have not seen Love is Blind. I haven't seen it. I've heard of
But
it.
you, yes.
I've seen tons of TikToks on it, but I haven't seen it.
Now, okay, let me just fill you in on the premise, right? So the premise is 15 guys, 15 girls are having these amazing conversations over 6 weeks, and they decide, am I interested? Am I falling in love? Do I have common history, values, ambitions, what have you? And then if there is an emotional connection, then you can see the person. What are your thoughts on being on a show like that? Do you think you can fall in love on the emotional side first?
Um, to be quite honest with you, yes, because I always tell people that I'm more attracted to humor. For instance, like one of my biggest celebrity crushes is Sal Volcano from Impractical Jokers. Love that man.
Yeah.
And he's adorable in his own right, but he's not the most handsome. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But I love him.
So do you feel like people that are our generation are just on these apps kind of judging hot people and thinking we're going to find the hottest, most perfect, whatever, visually looking person, and then it's actually going to happen? Do we think that, is this a reality or we're living in a dream world here?
I feel like our generation does a lot of revolving door dating, especially with
Yes.
apps like Tinder or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
You just keep like swiping for perfect and swiping for what like makes you feel like you have the best. But the truth is like there's no such thing as the best. Not even you yourself are the best. So
Right.
I don't really think it's like a fair concept to judge people by their looks.
Should we give people maybe a shot at love? Maybe not a double shot at love, but just a shot at love, just a conversation? Do we feel like we're not giving people conversation opportunities?
Absolutely. I feel like just one conversation where, sure, I mean, there's always going to be somebody that you're attracted to. It's okay to be attracted to multiple people and keep finding people attractive. But I think mostly what it is like, get to know the person. Because at the end of the day, as cliche as it sounds, those looks are not going to stay forever. And then you're going to be stuck by yourself forever because you only focus on one aspect.
Yes. Maria's fans, literally listen to what she said. You got to have an emotional connection. Get to know the person a little bit more before we start judging them. We've done that for years and years and years, and we're still single. So try something different. Try this. But Maria, I want to know, what is the one thing that you always use or bring with yourself on a date?
Pepper spray.
Whoa. Okay. Where are you going on a date? I don't know. What's happening?
No, you never know. You never know. People are crazy. Like, sometimes they come off like good people, but other times, like, you don't know if they're going to get creepy, if they're going to put their hands on you, whatever the case may be. A bitch is ready. So come on. You can get sprayed.
Okay. Have you ever had to use pepper spray on a date?
Never. Not yet. Hopefully, I never do.
But you carry with you. Okay. Good to know. Very good to know. I really was gonna ask you, did you have to use it on Vinny? Was he being too frisky?
No. 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 Thank God, no.
Okay. Marry, shag, and remove. Jersey Shore edition. Ronnie, Pauly D, Mike the Situation. Who would you marry? Who would you shag? Who would you remove?
Okay. So Nikki is one of my best friends. So respectfully, I'm gonna remove Pauly.
Yes.
I'd marry Mike because I feel like he's a well-rounded like man after everything that went down. He has a beautiful like family and he feels like he's very connected with them, and I like that. And then I guess I would shag Ronnie, I guess.
Not a bad one. Not a bad one to shag. I want you to build your perfect date, your perfect guy. So you can name celebrities or reality stars who fit the trait. Okay. So you want to be with a guy who has the personality of who?
Sal Vulcano.
The occupation of?
Jeff Bezos.
The ambition of?
The ambition of Elon Musk.
The heart of?
The heart of Jerry Trainer from iCarly.
The butt of?
The butt of oh no, I don't know who to say. I don't know. I don't look at men's butt that often.
Did Vinny have a good butt? Did Vinny have a good butt or no?
It's a skinny butt, but it's a butt. It's there. I don't know the butt part.
Okay, what about the eyes? The eyes of?
The eyes of I guess the eyes of somebody like Brad Pitt. Very beautiful light eyes.
You like beautiful light eyes. Okay, I want to know, we have to get you to spill some tea from Double Shot at Love. So what are your quick takes on your thoughts on Nikki and Pauly's relationship?
You know, I'm very happy for them. They have a very good relationship at the moment, and it's been, gosh, I don't know, I think it's been like 2 years now that they've been together. But they really bring out the best in each other. And
yes,
I've always said this, as long as my friend is happy, I'm happy. So that's the best part about it.
Is there any chance that you and Vinny could rekindle?
Me and Vinny are always going to be friends.
Yes.
But in romantic sense, I don't know that I feel like maybe that ship has sailed for right now. So.
Okay, if you could have had 2 other bachelors to choose from, who would those bachelors be?
Okay, so I guess I would say that I would put Jensen Ackles from Supernatural. I think he's so fine. And then to go a little bit more low key, I would put this one YouTuber. His name is Zane. Because I think he's very funny and he has that like big boy look, and I like that too.
All right, Zane, hit her up. Get into those DMs and see if you have a shot at love, or a double shot or a single shot, any kind of shot at love.
Any shot.
So Maria, if you have a glass of something, a beverage besides you, we're going to play my favorite game called Sip and Tell, where you get to sip your answers instead of speak your answers, and I'm playing along with you. So if the following is true about you, take a sip. Have you ever drunk and called an ex? If so, take a sip. Have you ever swung the other way? If so, take a sip. Have you ever actually gone on a porn date? If so, take a sip. Was sex with Vinny the best sex you've ever had? If true, take a sip.
It's not bad, but it's not the best. It's
It's
good.
not, then don't take a sip. It's
Okay,
not the
that's
best you've ever had. Okay. Is Polly settling for Nikki? If you think that's true, take a sip. No. Did Antonio cheat on his girlfriend while he was in Vegas? Yes. Have you ever received nudes from a random person? If so, take a sip.
Oh God.
Have you ever flirtatiously slid into another celebrity's DMs? If so, take a sip.
No, I'm too scared.
Not Zayn? You've not slid into Zayn's DMs? Okay. Has a celebrity recently slid into your DMs? If so, take a sip. Yes. Okay. Who was it? Little bit. One of them.
He's a YouTuber.
A YouTuber. Okay. You're very big into YouTube. You like that?
I do like YouTube, actually.
You're very into YouTube. Okay. Have you ever hooked up with a castmate, another castmate from Double Shot at Love?
No.
No. Have you ever hooked up with another reality star? If so, take a sip. And who was that again?
I'll give you a hint. It was from the Are You the One franchise.
But I can't remember who you said. What was the person's name
Oh,
again?
I didn't say anybody. I didn't say a name.
Oh, okay. Have you ever, okay, is sex on the first date okay? If so, take a sip. Have you ever dated two guys at once? If so, take a sip.
Okay, dated or like talking
casually dated.
Okay.
Casually dated. Okay. Which of your Double Shot at Love castmates caused the most drama?
Oh, you're asking?
Yes.
Definitely Darren.
Darren. Okay. So, Maria, we asked your fans to send in their biggest dating questions for you. We selected one for you to answer. This is from Faith from Connecticut, and she writes, I am literally your biggest fan. Here's my question for you. I recently went on an amazing date with this guy who I really liked. I got a little tipsy. Okay, I got a little drunk. One thing led to another, and we hooked up. I'm afraid now that he might just look at me as another hookup girl, but I genuinely want to date him and take things much, much slower. The sexual chemistry was definitely there, but I'm also interested in him emotionally. So, what can I do? How do I show him that I'm actually interested in him and not just there for the sex?
So I don't really think anything is wrong with having sex on the first date. This whole like scenario of, well, she's easy if she doesn't, well, the man slept with you too, so that must make you easy as well. I don't believe in any of that. I feel like in this sense, easier said than done, but we are adults. I feel like you should actually get that across to him by telling him exactly what it is, what it was. Again, it's not the easiest thing to be like, hey, we did sleep with each other and I had a great time, but I just want you to know, like, for me, I want this to be more. If you don't want it, then that's fine. Let's just move on. But I'm letting you know where I stand because time is precious and I don't want to waste anyone's time.
Okay. For all of you guys who are DMing, yes, this video will be saved on our Instagram Live with all of our other 125 celebrity live interviews, so you can go check it out later on. Maria, I want to know, how do you build confidence as a woman to ask a man out?
I'm still learning how to do that.
Have you ever asked a guy out before, or is he only asking you out? If you see someone like Zayn and you really you think you may be into Zayn, I've said Zayn 10 times, would you not slip with him a little DM? If you saw a guy at Equinox or at a gym or whatever, would you never ask a guy out? Would you never go flirt with him first?
I think that growing up as an ugly duckling made me so scared of rejection and so scared of like asking men for anything. So I'll wait for them to come to me and I'll die on that hill. I'm not changing that.
So you're not making the first move. You want the guy to make the first move.
Yeah.
Guys, fans who are watching, do you think the guy should make the first move or do you think the woman should make the first move? Send us your thoughts. I'm kind of curious about this one. Okay, so I want to know, what was your worst date of all time?
My worst date of all time? Like he took me out kind of date?
Yes. Anything really bad? Like, did he throw up on you? Did you throw up on him? Did someone bleed, go to the hospital? What happened?
So actually, I went on a date with somebody. This was a couple of years ago. This is like maybe 3 years ago. I went on a date with somebody that I knew. And so I thought that, that would be a good time. He was normal. We went on a movie date. So we ate first, then we went to a movie. But it was on like a random Wednesday. And at this time, I was working like a full-time job, like a very tedious, like 8-hour job. Wow. So I was a little bit tired. So I was in the movie theater, and not that I didn't fall asleep. Don't get me wrong, but I was saying, like, I was like, okay, I'm a little bit tired. Like, after this, I want to go, like, home, and then maybe we can do something, tomorrow. But I said it very politely, like, it's like a Tuesday, Wednesday, a random night. And he's, like, really nice about it, chill. He's like, yeah, not a problem. I'm having a great time. And I was like, oh, me too. And I really liked him. I get home, and then this man is tweeting up a storm about me. Like I know it's about me because the things he's saying is about the date, saying that, how do you take a girl out on a first date, and she falls asleep in the theater? And I'm like, I never fell asleep in the theater. Like, that was the worst experience ever.
Blasting you. What a not cool person.
Completely.
Not a cool person. Not a good move. Okay, so we have a couple minutes left, guys. Okay, so Maria, I'm going to ask you to think of a dating or relationship tip to leave everyone with today. Guys, I'm going to give you my dating or relationship tip of the day, and then I'm going to tell everyone who's on S'more Live Happy Hour next week. This is a weekly show, Thursdays and Fridays. Make sure you're tuning in. Guys, my dating or relationship tip of the day, there's a new kind of date out there called the Recipe Challenge, which you could do virtually or together, where you choose a drink or a type of food and you guys both make it and you see who makes it better. Better to have a judge, but if not, it doesn't matter. You can judge each other based on creativity, the way it tastes, and the way it looks. I've done it. It's so much fun. Try it. It doesn't have to be food. It could also be drinks. It is the most fun you'll have this weekend. That is my relationship or dating tip of the day. Maria, what is yours?
So my dating tip is to just be true to yourself and don't romanticize somebody just because you're lonely. That's how you get expectations, and expectations will always let you down. So always get to know somebody for who they are and what they portray to you in that moment, because it's always going to be best for the both of you.
Very, very true. Listen to that. Write that down. Manifest that, guys. Tuesday is National S'mores Day, and we are a relationship app. So we have a very special live on Tuesday with none other than Chef Tracy Bloom from the show Don't Be Tardy on Bravo. So if you've ever watched Bravo, Chef Tracy Bloom will be cooking up a storm with us on Instagram Live, and there will be special guests from Don't Be Tardy, maybe Kim Zolciak, maybe her husband, maybe the girls. Make sure you tune in. Also, it's a Thursday night, so it's almost the weekend. Make sure you love someone, kiss someone, hug someone, maybe drink something. And Maria, thank you so, so much for being here. We'll see you guys next time on another edition of S'more Live.